everybody, hello, welcome back, or welcome if you haven't been here before. I just wanted to start off by showing you this little fella. He's squidgy. As you can see, he's a gorgeous Gingy, really gorgeous, and he was sent to me by Valerie Elans. Valerie, I can't thank you enough. He's just beautiful, and I'm going to hang him up over my desk so I can see him all the time. Just fits nicely in that journal, doesn't he? Thank you very much, Val. I really appreciate it. Right, so the next thing is our page, and you've been asking what the measurements are. So really it's a page of A4 paper that I've folded in half, and that measures 11 and 5/8. 11 and 5/8 by 8 1/4. So when you fold that in half, like I've done, it then measures 5 3/4 across, 5 3/4 by 8 1/4. Okay. So sorry if I haven't been clear before about that, but those are the measurements. So I've just taken my piece of paper, I have dibby-dabbed it in my Distress Oxide. I decided to buy a spray in the end because I was using so much oxide off the pad that the pad would have been empty. So I bought a spray stain, an oxide spray should I say. Did that, then I stitched around inked it, then stitched around all the sides like that. So you end up with 2 rows down the middle, but when you fold them into pages, you've only got the 1 row. Okay, so let's make a start. It doesn't matter which page we start on. So I've taken a remnant of, I think this was A4 paper, actually. Yeah, it's A4. And what I want to do is make a pocket. So I'm going to fold it that way. And I'm just kind of going to fold it over on itself like that. So I've got an overlap of about a good 1/2 inch. And then I'm going to work out where I want that to be, the join, where I want the join to be. And I think about there. So let's just really hold that in place there and press it down. Press one side first and make sure that it's going to fit on your page. So it's a bit like the page pockets that we did, just a little bit different I suppose, but not much. And press that down there. And that just fits inside our sewn edges, so I'm happy with that. So let's just press those in quite firmly now. Burnish them in fact. So that's that one. This one comes over and make sure it's square. Which I think it is. And burnish that side in as well. Okay, so that's going to be our pocket. Ultimately, this piece in here is going to be the pocket. But I just want to decorate this first. So the first thing I want to do is stitch down there, because once I've stitched it all together, you can't really do much. The other thing is, if I stitch across the top, we're not going to have a pocket. So what I'm going to do is stitch along this edge, the outside bit of the pocket, and then I'm going to stitch all the way along the top edge. So when we put it like that, we'll have stitching along here and stitching down there, and then we can stitch around the other sides. So that's the first job, this leading edge on your pocket and all along the top. So I'll do that and I'll be straight back. Right, so I've stitched down here, as you can see, and I've stitched all the way across the top. What I forgot to do before I stitched it was ink it like a ninny. I don't know how come I forgot to do that, but I did. So let's just ink along the edges. We don't need ink along here because that's going to be stuck down. But I do need to ink that edge. Don't need to ink that. Right, that's us inked now. Well done. So there's our pocket. It's got a little gap in here that you could leave like that, just attach it top and bottom and you'd have a pocket. But what I actually want to do is just use a little gingy. I just want him peeping out. I quite like the way he's peeping out around places at the moment. So I'm going to just have a look in my Fussy Cuts box, see what I've got, see what size I can have in there. Could have it like that. I think this is the right size. Is that the same as the one I've just tried? See, I quite like it just peeping out like that. What else have I got in that size? He's a bit too giant, isn't he? Got lots of houses, a mummy with the babies, and then I think we might probably be into the bigger ones. Let's just try that bigger one, see what it looks like. No, you need to be further in like that. No, I like the smaller one, I think. So right, I'm going to stick her down there. So this pocket is pretty much purely decorative. But I'll put her down and then we'll see if we still can salvage something of a pocket. I don't know. This is off-piste. Wasn't kind of what I planned. But you know, we're creatives. We think of things on the fly. Come on, glue. Don't know if I'm getting to the end of this glue in here. Actually, I'll have to ask Mr. F to fill it up, I think. Right, so where are you going to go, my lovely? About there? Yeah, about there. Let's stick her down, not this foot, which I already managed to get glue on the back of. Let's cut that off before I do any more damage. So there we go. She's nicely stuck down there, and yes, I could make that into a pocket, but I'm not going to. I like the fact that you can see her sticking out there, but I do want to add something onto here, and I've got two little bits of ephemera. Don't ask me where these came from. I've just always had them, and that says Believe. And this says Sleigh Rides Santa Claus, the Flying Reindeer Company. So I could add both of those, couldn't I? That would be fine. Let's stitch around first so we've actually got an edge to go to. So I'm going to, you can glue, you know, if you're gluing, just glue it. So I'm going to stitch around all three sides, which I know will make the pocket slightly less, but yeah, we'll be all right. So I'm going to stitch around all three sides and I'll be straight back. Right, there we are. I've stitched around it, all the way around it. The only thing that needs gluing is this bit at the top where they overlap. So let's put a little bit of glue there. just to hold that in place. I'll just put a clip there to help it remember that's what it's supposed to do. So now I've got these. So do I want them both? Do I want any? I have actually gone over them in Nouveau Crystals. Is that what it's called? This stuff. Nouveau Crystal Glaze. It's like glossy accents. Yeah, I quite like that there. So I'll hold that there and I'll glue this one down first. Does tend to make things curl up a little bit, but they do straighten out when when you glue them down. They don't complain. So I want that there, and that's just going to go up behind it like that. Perfect. Perfectly perfect. Lovely. And then this one. Well, it's quiet here today because Mr. F's gone off. He's been dispatched on an errand to go to the new shop that's just today opened in Hexham, our local town. And it's the Range. And somebody on the group said that they'd been to the Range and there was gingerbread paper pads and stuff, which I definitely need. I need it. So I didn't have time really to take off today. Not only that, but yesterday I had my COVID jab and the day before that I had my flu jab. So to be honest, I'm not firing on all cylinders today. But firing enough to get a simple video done, and that's really what this is. It's a very simple little video, but it'll be a couple of pages. So that's that. Looks nice, I think. So we can put that on the page then. Yeah. Yeah, looks nice. So, okay, I forgot exactly where I was because I'm using my phone to video this, and if Mr. F wants to get in touch with me, he's going to have to get me on my iPad, and I'm not sure what sound my iPad makes when a message comes in, so I just paused you there while I looked at my iPad. But it was Temu saying that the delivery is out for delivery and it'll be here today, and I can't for the love of me remember what I ordered, which is fine. Always makes it a nice surprise. I think it might be quite mundane things like ink daubers and stuff like that, I think. So it's not going to be great excitement when it comes, but well, it's always really quite exciting when a Temu order comes, even if it is just nothing very exciting. So let's put that just inside the stitch line, like that. Yep. That's looking nice. And I've glued the entire back down. You don't need to if you don't want to. You could make a pocket in the back and then another pocket in the front, but I'm happy with just one pocket in here. Right, so now I need a big journaling card. So I've taken some cream card. It's about 240, I think, this. And this is going to slot into there, I think. I might have cut it a little on the large side. Just a whisker. I just want to take a whisker off it. A 1/4 of an inch. That's what I'm going to take off. So it now measures 4.5 inches in width, and in height it measures 6 3/4. So 5.5 by 6 3/4, and I think that'll do the job. Yeah, that's great. That's fine. It's a good sized journaling card. I like that. Okay, so what I want to do with the back, well, I want to trim the corners off first. And I'll just use the medium size. And that, in itself, that will help it slide in and out, because there's no square corners to get stuck on. So there we are. So the next thing I'm going to do is take my tiny little Gingy journal stencil and kind of level that up with bits hanging off this side and bits hanging off that side. And I'm going to take my Candied Apple Distress ink and see what sort of red it is, because when I used the Lavinia Stamps Emperor Red, I thought it came out just a little bit pink, and you all know I don't like that. So let's see what this is. Well, it looks a nice red. And it's going on very nicely as well onto this cream card. Yeah, it is actually. I'm just going to leave those ones at the top because I don't want to make a mark at the top of the stencil, you know, where I come off the stencil. I just want to move this lot up, see if I can match it up. Very nice. Very nice red. If you're not confident just holding it in your hand, just put a bit of tape down and just hold it in place. So let's have a look. Oh, look at the gingies. They're fabulous. So can I? Yes, easily. That easily marries up. Perfect. Let's just get some ink on here. Move my stencil. It's not a big job to realign it. There we go. Away. You could put stencil, texture paste through your stencil if you want. There's many ways of skinning a bunny rabbit, as they say, which is a horrible thought. Right, so there we are. We've got a really lively background. I like the candied apple. But what I want to do now is just dry that off quickly. Sure, that's fine. And then get my fine liner out. And I'm going to go round some. I'm not going to go round all of the gingies, but I am going to go round some. Might turn out to go round them all, I don't know, but at this moment I'm just aiming to go round some. And I'm using the edge of that stencil just to push my fine liner into. Just give us a bit of a variation on the background. On here maybe. It's very hard to be random. Being random is one of the most difficult things to do. I find. Let's move up a bit. Let's move to this one. And where shall we go now? This one maybe? I mean, it may happen that I've got so many done that I need to do them all, but I'm hoping that's not going to be the case. Way. It just breaks the pattern up a little bit. Sorry, I'm being quiet. I can't draw and talk, evidently. Let's do this one. And I need another one somewhere in here. Maybe there. Let's do that one. Yeah, I quite like that. They just stand out a little bit. I'm not sure that you're seeing them as well as I'm seeing them, but it's just an idea for you. Let's do this one on the edge. It's living life on the edge. This one up here. And the one down here. And maybe this one right on the edge up here. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, I like that. I like that actually. I think that's fine. I don't need to do any more to it. It's just a background, a nice background. Okay, so yeah, as I thought, my hands are bright red off the stencil. I've got candied apple hands. There we are. Right, so now let's ink it. Let's not forget about the inking today. So this is a really big, very useful journaling card. So if you want, whatever it is you want to put in, your shopping list, who's coming to dinner list, what drinks you're going to serve list, whatever it is. Always plenty of things to write down around Christmas time. Now I've laid out some more of those little, like these ones, made with love in the Gingerbread bakery. I like that. This one, the North Pole Trading Company, reindeer feed, hot cocoa, cookies, right down Santa Claus Lane. So I can put that there. And then I've got this one here that says Walking in a Winter Wonderland, and I can probably just pop that in there like that. So I've got just a little very simple collage. What else did I have over here? Come on. I've got this one, North Pole Brewing Company, Christmas Spirits. So I don't know if I want that on as well. I don't think I do actually. Quite like it like that. It's just very simple, but it looks nice. So let's ink around these then. get them stuck on. Only 3, so it's not really worth pausing while I do this. Won't take forever to nip round. Well, nearly, that's the third one. Second one done, so we've just got one more to go. There we go, right. So the first one I want about there, so let's do that first. I'm going to use collal just in case I need to move it, which, as you know, is a distinct possibility. There we go. Let's pop that there. And I think that's straight. Does that look straight? I think that looks straight. Then I've got my walking in a winter wonderland. And you know, I'm trying to introduce some green into this because so far it's red and white. That's all it is. So I need to add some green in, and I need to add some more craft in probably. Maybe a bit further that way actually. There we go. That's nice. Right. Lovely. Whoops, upside down. Not so lovely. Yeah, that's great. I don't see anything wrong with that. It's really easy. Nobody can get stuck doing that, I don't think. So I just want to stitch around there, and we're done. We're done with that page. And then we can start on the next page around. So I'll just stitch around there and I'll be right back. Okie dokie, so I've sewn around, stitched around there, and then I thought, I wonder if I want to put something here. So I went to the labels that Kerry sent us. They're on my Ko-fi shop, they're free. And I've got that, and I thought, oh, I don't know, maybe that's a bit big. So I did them 2 to a page, and I've got that one, and I quite like that one. Yeah, I like that one. I've also got this one. I quite like that one as well. I think I might use that one. I've got that one that's got green in it. Yeah, might use that one. Dear me, decisions. Let's just cut this out. I think I like it because it's got the green in, and because today I'm really trying to incorporate a bit of green into these pages. Hope Mr. F can find me that oh, sorry, I was quiet there. Just thought I heard the door open. Hope not. Yeah, I like that because it's got the green in, and that's got the green in. I think that is the way forward. So let's ink that up. And I think it just brings it together really nicely. There we go. So yeah, back there in a little bit. Yep, that's nice. I like the green. Let's do it. Let's not procrastinate any further. Get it glued and get it on. Okay. Yep, lovely. That just completes that nicely. I like it. And there's our journaling card to go in our pocket. There we are. You can just see that Merry there. It's really nice. So that's a good, useful page, isn't it? I'm going to pause you there and go and have a look at what's happening in the house. Well, I was right. There was somebody in the house. It was Mr. F. He's back already. Didn't realise I'd been doing this for so long. 31 minutes the video is, but of course I've been toing and fro to the machine and whatever. So anyway, what did he get? Well, he didn't get any paper because they didn't have any, but he got me that, which is a really cute little light pull. And I think I'll put it onto, I've got blinds on this window, and I think I'll attach it to one of the blind pulls. So yes, I'll see him all the time. And 2 packs of transparent scrapbook stickers, all gingy people. And also this fellow. It's lovely, isn't it? My craft room is just going to be absolutely chock-a-block with gingies. This is the most Christmas decoration we've ever had. So let's put them to the side and the little blind pull and crack on with this, because I seem to have been doing it for quite a while now. So that's that page done and dusted, and I like it. So on the other side, what I want to do is put a belly band on, because we haven't used a belly band yet. And so what I did was I cut out a piece to measure just inside the stitching. So it measures 7 7/8 is what it measures. And I made it 3 inches wide, then I scored it in half, folded it over, inked around it and stitched around it. So that's ready to go there in its place just inside the stitching. And I want a gingy to go on it. So I've selected this large gingy, and he's going to go on there with his Santa hat on. So I like him. He's lovely, isn't he? So I need to get him where I want him, which is probably about there, I think. Maybe a touch more this way. Yeah, about there. Hold him in place, turn him over, and I'm just going to draw a line down there and down here, down his hat. Yep, and anywhere within that line needs gluing, and anywhere outside of it does not need gluing. And that will decorate our belly band up nicely. Give us an opportunity to use one of the really big gingies. So there we go. Yay, looks lovely. There we are. So I can now stick this into place. And I'm going to use this glue. I'm going to use quite a lot of it because it's the only thing that's holding this in place, so I do tend to use quite a bit. And some clips. So let's put this in. I have marked the centre there and there. So that's where they want to go. And then I'm just going to clip it while we're messing around with something else. Oh, that's fallen down. Get up. Yeah, you're being awkward, aren't you? Why are you being awkward? Don't know. It's just in an awkward mood, I guess. Never has a belly band been so awkward. There we are. Right, great. So now we want a card to go in behind that. So I've cut this one and I think that'll be just about perfect. And this card measures 7 by 5. 7 by 5. So what I want to do is use my text stamp. Now this isn't illegible text. It is actually, is it Hark the Herald? I think it is. So yeah, I'm just going to ink that up with a VersaFine Clair pine cone, which is just a little bit lighter, less harsh than the black. And it doesn't really matter if it doesn't come out perfect. And I'm hoping I've got it the right way up. Yeah, I think so. I think this is right. I don't know where this stamp came. Well, probably from an auction, I'd guess. Yeah, there we are. Hark the Herald, Angels Sing. So now I need to re-ink the top part of it. And let's pop that on there. That's fine. Then I just want to do this side. That's fine. Is that the right side? Where am I? That's the top. Is that the top? Nope. It's almost impossible to tell this. That's the top. So it's down this side that I need to ink. There we are. That's fine. There's no point cleaning that off because it's filthy from years of use by me and whoever else owned it before me. So let's just knock those corners off. Ink around it, then I'm going to stitch around it and see if I want to add anything, any ribbon or anything like that. In fact, I'll ink around it and then we'll see if we want to add any ribbon. and then we can catch it with a stitching when we stitch round it. So I'm giving this a good ink. And a little bit on the back as well, just so it looks finished off. I might come through eventually and stamp something little on the backs, especially of these really large ones. But we'll see, not at the moment. Okay, so that's what we've got. Let's see the ribbon situation. It's quite a lot of it. I like this one that says Merry Christmas. So I could make a sort of, I'm looking for a way to disguise this gap here. So that would do. Or I've got this one. I haven't used this before, so it's still sellotaped up, but let's have a look and see what this one looks like. Looks quite nice, doesn't it? Yeah, I might use that actually. I don't see why not. So let's cut that off about there. And get my ruler out. See where I want to. Yeah, about there. So it's about 1/2 inch in from the edge. That's difficult to see on that. I've got a piece, I've got my embossing piece here. Can I see that any better? Yeah, I think so. So I'll put that at 1/2 inch right on the edge. Then I'm going to draw a line down. That's going to be the line that I want to glue this up to. So let's do that first before we get carried away with anything else. So I'm just going to put a very, very light, small amount of collal down there. And I'm going to spread that out with my finger. So I don't want it coming through this ribbon. Pop that there. Press it down. Yeah, that's, oh, it's moved. Come on, up you come. Oh. There we go. That's great. So, do I want to use this one that says Merry Christmas and bring it along here? I don't know, have I got a greeny one anywhere? Yeah, I've got one here. I can find one end of it and alas, not the other. Oh well, I've got this. Let's have a look at this. Snowflakes. Yeah, I don't dislike that. Don't see what's wrong with that. Okay, so let's see where we want to put that one then. 1, 2, 3. So that's 1.25 inches. Let's draw a line for that one as well. same, don't fall off. Same thing, a little bit of ribbon, glue, ribbon, put ribbon on the brain. Spread that out a bit. There we are, and just pop this down. I think it looks quite nice. You could use washi, if you've got washi, but I've got ribbon. I have washi as well, but I quite like the idea of using ribbon. So there we are. What's that going to look like in there? I think it's going to look nice. It frames this fella very nicely. Yeah, excellent. So let's trim off these ends. And I'm going to stitch the ribbon down, and then I'm going to zigzag around the whole thing. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'll be back when I've done that. Okay, cookie. So that's that, and let's unclip the belly band, because I've been talking to Mr. F, so I think it's had long enough. This just slides under there. Oh, he looks nice, doesn't he? That's nice. And this is the side, the open edge is the side that gets stuck into the spine. So this is the opening side. So we want it to be able to slide in and out, which it does. The stitching helps it to stay there in one place. If it doesn't, if yours wants to keep sliding out, just put a little paper clip there at the top and it'll keep it in place. But all things being equal, I think that's about that. So those are the 2 pages we've done today. Let's put some of these ribbons away. They're going to overtake me, I know. Right, so yeah, there we are. That's the 2 pages. Now I've started putting pages into my journal. So far I've got one of these, and I slit it actually. I cut it in half. I stuck a pom-pom braid thing that carries the pom-poms inside, stitched it down. No, I didn't, I just glued it. Stuck it onto the fin like I said I was going to do. So that's that. And then I put this page in that we made there. It looks glorious, doesn't it? And that goes over to there. So the pom-poms end at about the same place that the pages do. So I might actually put this page in next. I don't know. That would go there like that. So yeah, it has got a bit of green in it. I was hoping for something with a bit of green. I didn't want it all to be just red. So yeah, I might stick that in there. I'll see. And I've also been working on the small one as well. Let's move this off to one side. And I'm at about the same stage with this. I've stuck one of the pages in and another page. One of the page needs a bit more glue there. So these are the mini pom-poms, and they're perfect for something on this scale. So that's that in and this in. Yeah, I'm happy with that. In this case, the pom-poms stick out over, which is great. I love it. Absolutely love it. So there we go. That's the state of play. Where's today's version? The little one. Yeah. This is the little version of today's big one that you've just watched me make. So this has got a tag in it rather more than a big journaling card. And I did go around each and every single one of the little gingies. And it's got ribbon in it. Yeah, should we think about putting ribbon in that maybe? And there's the belly band. So that's ready to go into our journal. Yeah, maybe let's think about that. Should we put... Well, this is the spine here, so we need to go on this side. A little bit of an eyelet and a bit of something. I think so. So where do I want to make my mark? About there? About there. Yes, a good job I saw that. This will cheer it up a little bit. So I'm going to use my largest hole. I'm going to set it with a gold eyelet. There we go. And I'm thinking I probably want some green trim to pick up this and the green in there. So let's have a look and see what green I have. Oh, well, I've got that one. Yeah, that one's perfect. This with the snowflakes on it. Let's use that. You can see my ribbon draw is going to get into it right how do you do, but never mind. It'll be what it'll be. I'm just going to thread it through, just normal. Like that. Yeah, I think that's okay. Might need to put a little bit of glue on that knot, but we'll see. And those are just a bit too long for my liking. There we go, that's fine, that's much better. Yeah, that adds something nice to that page now, doesn't it? Definitely, I like that. So what about this on the other side? Does it need something? I don't know that it does actually. I like it the way it is. It's nicely balanced the way it is. So that's it. That is it for today. So I'm going to go and rest now and see if I can shake off this vaccinations that I've had. Don't know if it was a good idea to have the 2 in 2 days, but that's just the way the appointment landed. So that's just the way it is. So yeah, sorry it hasn't been the most vivacious of videos, but we have got another page done, which is always good. So I shall see you really soon. Maybe not tomorrow. I might just rest for a while, but I will see you soon. Let's see if I can get that straight. That's it. So bye for now. Bye.